I almost feel like um, there is some heavy, I want to say heavy mindedness. I feel like you're worried about, well, you're worried about serving a lot of people, serving your family or serving your community or serving yourself in your work, in your job. Um, and I feel like there's a need here to be a little bit selfish emotionally and ask yourself what you emotionally want. And I'm sorry for the cat. It's almost like you need to balance your personal life and your work life, or you need to balance yourself in the sense of what you do for others and what you're willing to do for yourself. Because I feel like you're doing so much for others and you're spending your energy in so many ways, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, where is it getting you? And there's something here about either returning to something you really enjoyed doing as a child, or maybe something that is a talent or a skill that you've had since childhood, and revisiting that. I kind of feel like there's a need. Ay, 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 excuse me. I kind of feel like there's a need to get away from other people and your day-to-day responsibilities and so forth, and really retreat and find what emotionally is fulfilling for you, but also what sparks your passions or your interests. And for some of you, again, this is about reconnecting to something from childhood, reconnecting maybe even with an old friend from childhood for some of you, um, an old flame for some of you, can be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or a water sign, because we have King of Cups here as well. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I also want to say for some of you, you may have felt the situation's been unjust with one of these types of individuals. And this is the month where you're finding justice. There's something here about having courage. You need to have courage. You need to be like the King of Wands and have courage, conviction within yourself. There is a need to emotionally retreat and heal from something. Um, but I see also that there's a need to stand up for yourself and stand up for your beliefs, stand up for what is your truth. I feel like for some of you, something about childhood repeating itself, or you don't want it to repeat itself, so there's a need to heal and retreat and work on yourself, having the confidence in yourself that you can do this. And if it's not you, then it can be a partner, or it can be someone in your family that you're closely connected to that is needing to do this process. And it's right that they do this, because at the end we have justice. So that's basically just confirming that they're taking the right steps towards healing and leaving something behind that needs to be left behind in the past. I think for some of you, this really comes down to you're just doing too much for too many people, and at the end of the day, you feel like you're doing more for everyone else than you're doing for yourself, and really that's not serving anyone, because you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. You're leaving yourself completely depleted, and the cards are saying you need to find balance. You need to retreat. You need to maybe be a little bit more selfish, think about and consider your own emotional needs, your own creative skills and your own hobbies and interests, and that will give you what you need to find the right kind of balance in your life. Because I think for some of you, there's a desire for motivation or a lack of motivation. And that's just what November is about, is finding that within yourself. And then for others of you, this can really be about, again, understanding a cycle that you've been repeating, understanding that it can't continue, needing to retreat, correct it, work on it. For some of you, that can be counseling or some other form of therapy. And for others of you, this is really just about working on self and then getting back to the grind of taking care of others. But I see you wanting to break free of maybe, I want to say like the daily grind and doing what you've been doing, wanting to do something new. So, single Geminis. Well, you're going to have a choice, I think, of an old partner possibly returning who's a water sign. That could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. So you may have an option to rebuild or rekindle something with this person. However, I think you've already made the decision that this relationship has been done. So when they do return, I think that their childish antics aren't going to do anything. I think you're actually going to show a strong face to this person. And I say childish antics because I feel like there's a real immaturity to this individual, or they have an anger problem, I want to say. I want to say for some of you, if you have children with an ex-partner, you may, again, be showing a strong face to this individual. You're making the choice and the decision that you don't need to sacrifice as much as you have. I think you're asking for, I want to say, I don't know. I almost feel like this person feels like they haven't gotten the fair end of the deal in the past. And so they're coming to you, maybe if it's about children or it's about a past relationship, and they're wanting to repair things or they're wanting things to be more fair and equal. And I think you are showing a brave face to this person and giving them your point of view into why it is fair. But I think this person's a bit temperamental, maybe even immature. I think this person may present an offer and they try to make it sound very appealing, but I think you see through their facade. And you are telling this person that it's done. What's done is done, and we are not changing it or we are not going back to it. You see right through their facade, and I think it upsets them. Let me look at the Six of Cups. Yeah, someone returning, love, journey, love, and young woman. So I think this is a partner returning, somebody from the past with the Six of Cups. Maybe you two were together when you were younger. They realize they've made a mistake. They've made a wrong choice in love. They want to fix, they want to mend it. But you see they haven't really grown. And I think you're done with this. Yeah, this person, they already left you, like, whatever it was in the past, whatever decision they made, they left you high and dry. You loved this person, but they left you sorrowful. And they ruined what you had. Now, they don't have a chance to repair it. The damage is done. So, now with my couple Geminis, let's see. I see kind of two things going on here. I kind of feel like you may be a little excited to start something new in the month of November, or you're looking to start something new. I also feel like you've made some decisions in the past that have led you to where you are today, and now you're kind of sitting back and letting the ships come in. You know what I mean? Because that's what we have here with the Three of Wands. His ships are coming in. I don't know if you can see them in the background. But so with this feeling of gratification, it's almost like you have this settled, but then there's some type of upset where you're having to defend yourself in love. You've made a decision to be with this partner. Things are going well. But this tower, there's something with the tower, and there's something with the love offer that's going to be not expected. So maybe if you're coupled, you may be receiving a love offer that you're not expecting to come in from somebody. And it's like when things are going good in your relationship, Things are finally settling down. You've made the right decisions for yourself and your partner. Things are kind of like smooth sailing a little bit. Um, some kind of emotional or romantic offer or news, or I don't know, somebody has feelings for you and they're coming to you, and it's disruptive. It's disrupting your present situation. Maybe this is someone you intuitively have felt. So maybe this is someone you've been dreaming about, somebody that has kind of crossed your mind out of nowhere. Have you ever had those moments where you literally you weren't even thinking about someone and all of a sudden they come to mind, and then just as quickly as they come, they go? Or maybe you'll sit there and kind of ponder on it, like, why am I thinking of this person? That's usually a sign that somebody is thinking of you, or that that person is trying to contact you. So I feel like this is somebody you intuitively have been waiting to hear from. And you may feel as though you have to defend yourself in this situation, because I don't think you want this relationship or this partner back. Or I don't want to say back, because it's maybe not somebody from your past, but it may be somebody new. But it may just be somebody that, you know, I don't know, maybe for some of you this is your partner giving a love offer to someone else and you intuitively knew it. That could be true too. We have the Messenger, which fell out, which is about communication, falling on the High Priestess. So maybe finally you're going to find out a secret. The High Priestess can represent a secret. Sigh fell out on that card, leaving a lover behind. Let's go ahead and look a little bit further though into it. I want to look at this Knight of Cups first. This Knight of Cups can just be a person. It can be a young water sign. We have the Death card, so it can be a young Scorpio. Joyfulness and child, something new. Some of you may be finding out you're pregnant. That may be shocking news to you. Things were going great in your relationship. All of a sudden, uh-oh, we're pregnant. I was thinking it may happen, wasn't expecting it. Now you're not sure what to do because you're not ready for a pregnancy. You may look at the High Priestess. Waiting, thought, yeah. You knew this news was coming. You felt it. Waiting, thought, and then Messenger again coming up. You knew this news was coming. You were waiting for it. Let's look at the Tower. So for some of you, there's some disruptive news that you were not expecting. Okay, so if you are in a long-term committed relationship, that's the parent here in the wedding and the wife card. It's saying goodbye to those relationships or those hopes, those dreams with this partnership. For some of you, you already are presently in a marriage, and you may be the wife, or the partner may be the wife. And there's something about saying goodbye to this. I want to say for some of you now, let me just pull some on the Seven of Wands, and then I'll say what I'm going to say. For some of you, it may be that you're learning something about your partner, where you thought things were settled, you're learning something new, something you intuitively thought. So now you have a decision to make as to whether or not you're going to stay with your partner and defend your partner, or if you are going to leave the relationship behind. And I kind of feel as though you may be leaving it behind and defending yourself in this situation. For others of you, I feel like this is about things going really well in your relationship and the partner or an ex coming back. Somebody that you intuitively haven't maybe not even an ex, maybe not be even someone that you have been romantically involved with, but it may be someone you're getting that vibe from, okay? And you're feeling like, oh, I think they may want something more, but I'm in a relationship or I'm married. I hope that they understand that. It may be that scenario for some of you. And I feel like this is the month where either some of you may walk away from your present relationship in order to pursue something with this other person, right? Or it can be that you're letting this person know, hey, I'm in a relationship. It's not going to go the way you thought it was, but this person has strong feelings for you, just so you know. So you are going to be having to defend yourself and your relationship with this person. On the Seven of Wands, we got melancholy, merchant, and the scholar. So it's like, melancholy is melancholy. Merchant, contract agreements, negotiations, and then the scholar, study, analyzing.